Welcome to our session on facilitating dialogue and innovative group discussions. As nurse leaders, you will frequently be in the position of guiding teams through conversations where perspectives clash, priorities differ, and tensions can rise. These moments can feel challenging, but they are also the exact situations where innovation is born. Today, we'll look at how to manage those dynamics in a way that values differences and encourages collaboration. Think of this lesson as equipping your toolbox with techniques to bring out the best in people, even when they disagree. Remember, innovation rarely comes from everyone thinking alike. It comes from embracing differences, often called diversity, of thought. By the end of this presentation, you'll be able to do several things. First, you'll know how to structure discussions so every voice is included, not just the loudest ones. Second, you'll gain skills to lead debates and brainstorming sessions that encourage disagreement in productive ways. Third, you'll learn how to evaluate the ideas that come out of those discussions for their potential to spark innovation. Finally, you'll integrate communication, ethical principles, and technology strategies into your leadership approach. These outcomes are designed to align with advanced nursing leadership competencies that prepare you to influence healthcare delivery at both unit and system levels. One of the biggest mistakes in group work is thinking consensus means everyone must agree. In reality, progress often comes when people respectfully disagree. Diversity of thought challenges assumptions and forces us to see problems from new angles. This is what we call creative tension. It's the productive friction that sparks innovation. Without it, discussions often recycle the same ideas or stay within comfort zones. Respectful debate doesn't weaken outcomes, it strengthens them, because solutions have been tested against multiple perspectives. Your role as a leader is to cultivate an environment where differences are valued and embraced, not silenced. Effective facilitation starts with understanding communication styles. Some people are direct, they say exactly what they mean. Others are more indirect and may rely on subtle cues, which can be influenced by cultural context. In some cultures, formality is expected in professional communication, while in others, informality builds trust. High context cultures often assume shared background knowledge, while low context cultures prefer explicit detail. As a leader, you must recognize these differences and adjust your approach to ensure all voices are heard and respected. This awareness prevents miscommunication and helps you draw out contributions that might otherwise be missed. Facilitating discussions isn't just about the process, it's also about purpose. Socially responsible leaders always bring the conversation back to the bigger picture, the organization's mission, vision, and commitment to population health. For example, if a debate is getting stuck on financial concerns, you might remind the group that the ultimate goal is improving patient outcomes. Modeling professionalism and equity shows your team that every perspective has value, even if not every idea is adopted. By connecting discussions to broader goals, you help participants see beyond personal or departmental interests and focus on the collective good. This keeps conversations grounded and meaningful. Inclusive facilitation means intentionally creating space for everyone's voice. Round-robin discussions are simple but powerful. You go around the room and invite each person to share. This prevents dominant voices from taking over. Small group breakouts are another great strategy. People often feel more comfortable sharing in groups of 3 or 4 than in front of a large room. Affinity mapping helps organize ideas visually. You write down everyone's input on sticky notes, then cluster similar ideas together. This shows the group how different perspectives can connect and evolve. As a leader, these tools help you surface hidden insights and prevent valuable contributions from being overlooked. Structured debates and brainstorming sessions require clear guardrails. Start by framing the issue. What exactly are we debating or brainstorming? Then, explicitly encourage opposing viewpoints. Let participants know that respectful disagreement is not only allowed but expected. To prevent escalation, establish ground rules such as criticize ideas, not people. Your job is to balance conflict with respect, ensuring it remains about the issue rather than personal attacks. Brainstorming can also benefit from structured prompts, like asking for the worst idea possible to spark creativity. With structure, these sessions become opportunities for breakthroughs instead of battles. Difficult conversations are unavoidable in leadership. Whether it's disclosing sensitive information, addressing a staff conflict, or responding to resistance, your communication style will set the tone. Be transparent without being harsh, and maintain professionalism even if others are emotional. Conflict resolution skills like active listening, reframing, and validating feelings are critical. For example, you might say, "I hear that you're concerned about workload. Let's explore solutions together." Respect and civility are non-negotiable. They ensure that even when outcomes aren't what someone hoped for, they still feel valued in the process. Leaders who handle tough conversations well build credibility and trust. Technology is both a tool and a challenge in modern leadership. Effective leaders know how to select communication platforms that make teamwork easier, not harder. For example, secure messaging apps can improve efficiency, but they require clear guidelines to prevent misuse. Risk mitigation is critical. Data breaches or HIPAA violations can have serious consequences. That means establishing security protocols, training staff, and monitoring for compliance. Technology should always support inclusivity by giving people multiple ways to participate, whether that's through video calls, shared documents, or secure chat functions. Your job is to lead with both innovation and caution. Once ideas are generated, leaders move to strategy and execution. This is where inclusivity really pays off. By bringing diverse perspectives into the planning process, you create strategies that are stronger and more widely supported. Always check alignment with the mission and vision. Does the strategy move the organization closer to its purpose? Advocacy partnerships are also essential. Healthcare challenges are too complex for one discipline to solve alone. By collaborating with physicians, IT specialists, policymakers, and community leaders, nurse leaders amplify their impact. Strategy without execution is just talk, so leaders must shepherd ideas into action. Leaders should always value differences and encourage diverse perspectives to foster innovation. Understanding communication styles is key to effective inclusion. Discussions should remain aligned with organizational goals and population health outcomes. Techniques like round-robin sharing, small group breakouts, and affinity mapping help ensure inclusivity. Structured debates and brainstorming should balance conflict with respect, while difficult conversations require civility, transparency, professionalism, and conflict resolution skills. Technology should be leveraged thoughtfully to enhance participation and inclusivity without introducing risk.